G'day guys, welcome back. I'm still on my pearl pour roll at the moment, but today I'm trying the silver. The last couple I did was the gold, but I want to see if the silver works as well. Yeah, interesting to see if it's the actual brand that does it or whether it's the gold pigment that does it, so let's try that out. Again, just using one of my older canvases and save a little bit on canvases. Same pouring medium as before. I'm using just Floetrol with a little bit of water, and the black I'm using the Artist Loft Flow Black because I've got about 10 or 12 of these big bottles, so using that. But if you haven't got that, you can use Liquitex Basics, it's fine. My other colours are Liquitex Basics. Not all brands of paint create these pearls or clouds, but Liquitex Basics is one that does. So if you can get that, grab some. So this black is mixed 1 part black to 1 part Floetrol. The Liquitex Basics are mixed 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part Liquitex Basics because they're a thicker paint. This one is the phthalo blue, and we have primary blue and light blue. So dark blue, mid blue and light blue, and then of course the silver in the Extreme Sheen by Decoart. And that's it. Let me move the Floetrol out of the way, make some space. The silver, I've used half of that bottle. It's very strong. Well, the gold was, so I'm assuming this is as well. So that's 59 mils, I should say, so 60. So you could probably get away with 25 or 30 grams of that to 25 or 30 grams of Floetrol. So you can get 2 pours out of a bottle if you're using the size. 30 by 40 centimetre, 12 by 16 inch. And I've mixed that 1 part metallic to 1 part Floetrol. No water. These have all got a little bit of water in them. That hasn't. So they all leave a bit of a mound. Do you want me to show you the mound? I'll show you the mound. Since you asked so nicely. I heard all those. Yes, please. Look at that. See, there's a mound. Trace stays for a little while. Not as thick as I would have for a flip cup, but probably about the same as I would use for a swipe. So it leaves a little mound. Okay. Same as my previous videos on the red and gold, if you saw that one, I'm going to use probably 2/3 of my black, and then the other third I'm going to thin down and use for my background. And I'm using a bigger cup this time because my other cup kind of overflowed. So here we go. 2/3 of the black in, and I've left a little bit there for my background, which I'll thin out. I just use regular tap water. Let's give that a bit of a splash. So that will become my flow enhancer. Just to spread it out to cover the background. You don't really need it, but it'll just save you seeing this purple and pink pour. Righto. Colours. I think I'll go, put those there. Dark, light, dark, silver. Okay, so just going to pour them in from up high, give them a good stir beforehand. Just because Liquitex Basics can start to set up a little bit and thicken. So just give your paints a good stir before you start. I'm using all the paints here, so scrape it out, doesn't matter if it sits on top. I've got 40 grams of paint. No, I don't. Excuse me. 40 grams of Floetrol, 20 grams of paint. That's 2 to 1. And then I've added some water as well to make it the correct consistency for what I want. Okay, and stir. So hopefully it's not going to be too blue, but I did want blue and silver. I think that would look really pretty. Blue and silver and black. Very night sky sort of a look, hey? Very galactic, maybe, is the kind of look I'm going for. Hope it works. Hope the silver works the same way as the gold does, otherwise I've wasted more paint. Never mind. Now the metallics always feel a little bit thinner than these do, which is okay, because when these metallic cells pop up, the paint in here is relatively thick, so it's kind of going to hold them in place. It's not going to allow them to grow too much. There we go. Beautiful shiny silver here. Get all of that out. You don't need very much of your metallic. I had, what, 60 grams of each colour. The black I had a bit more, but 60 grams of each colour. And of the silver, I probably had 40 or 50. Yeah, not as much. All right, so I'm going to, what am I going to do? Am I going to pour this out? I'll give you a background first. I might do the background. I find that if I use an old canvas sometimes, my new coat that I do today sometimes splits. But if I put down this little barrier coat first, it should be all right. Yeah, I don't know why, it just cracks the top layer. Not sure why. But yeah, just need a very thin coating just to help the paint flow. I will be covering the edges anyway and the sides, so it doesn't matter if I don't have enough for the sides at the moment. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Oops, there, just smooth it out. Okay. Done like a dinner. Let's pour. One spot up high. Oh, there's a lot of silver. And catch it. Okay. Now I'm going to torch a bit. Some people really like those big puffy cloud effects that I get in this pour, which is these over here. Me, not so much. I tend to just want floating cells. So in my last video, I actually tilted off all of those cloudy effects. So I may do that again, we'll see. I'm just going to go round in a big circle. And where will I go next? I think I will take this corner off with all that. I know it's all the silver, but I don't want those big puffy things. Look at that. That's weird, isn't it? All right, now I'm going to go off this way, back to the middle. Over that corner, turn it round. Oh, look at the cells popping up already, you guys. Well, pearls. I don't like to call them cells because they're not cells as such. I call them pearls. Stretching it out. I know I tipped a lot off, but you kind of have to with this technique. Now what I'm going to do is, very carefully, I'm just going to tilt because I want to stretch the paint. and stretching it and it rubbing against itself, I'll just put my finger through there, I think, no, is what's going to cause the reactions. Don't do it too much though, because once they start coming up, if you tilt too much, you're going to lose their lovely shape. So just be careful. You can do it a little bit, but just watch what they're doing. But you don't want them to lose their shape. So I tilted up and now I'm tilting back again, so they've kind of gone back into their round shape. All right, and I'm going to leave it like that. Let me wipe my hands. And I've got that interesting center. And I actually don't mind that because it's got some of the light blue in it against that bright blue. So it kind of looks like a little storm brewing. And look at those cells taking over. My goodness. Where's my torch? This bit here, I don't really like how there's so much going on in that corner. I prefer not to have that many, but I guess I'm just going to have to deal with the fact that that's going to be a silver corner, and then, you know, it's going to offset all that darkness, and then I'm going to have little pops of cells here and there, or pearls. So I'm not going to torch over there at all. I'm going to torch over here where I want some more to come up. And in the middle. So it looks as if the silver is just as reactive. And you know, your blues, these blue colours, they may well have been a little bit thinner than the reds. So that could be why when I did the red, I was getting less cells. Well, they were more rounded. See this top corner here with my thumbs wriggling? The cells have kind of stayed more in shape. And that may well be because my red Liquitex Basics is thicker than the blues. Even though I've mixed them the same way, you guys know that some colours are just thicker than other colours, don't you? So it may well be because of that. And I do prefer less of the pearls, as I said. But in a painting like this where you've got lots here and little bits there, I think I can deal with that. It's not like I've got a mass of cells everywhere, because if I had this everywhere, I wouldn't like that. It would just be too overpowering. You wouldn't see any colour, you wouldn't see any background. And I really love that blue in the centre there. Hey, how gorgeous is that? Oh my gosh. The cells are growing as we speak, exponentially, as we say. Let's see if I can just get a few more up here. If not, that's just going to be a plain area there. It's okay, we don't have to have cells everywhere. You guys know I like my background and I like my negative space. But, and if you've been following me, you'll know that I don't like those intestine looking clouds when I do my pearl pours. When I do my cloud pours, fair enough, I want the long clouds. But when I do the pearl pours, I want pearls. I don't want intestines. So, I'll show you this one again. See those there where my thumb's wriggling? See how there's those long intestine things? Don't like those. I prefer these ones up here. So in the painting that I just did, da-da, there's no intestines. Well, maybe just a couple of little guys here, but you couldn't classify those. And that is because when I poured out, and they were all down the side here, got rid of them. Gonskis. So they went straight away. And then what was left has become these beautiful metallic pearls. and there's silver here, Manny silver, and then over here they've got those tinges of blue in them. So they're multicolored. So that's really, really pretty. Please don't spread any more though, because I want some background. You listening? No spreading further. Right. I'm going to take you down for a close-up. I don't think it's going to... Oh, it's probably going to spread a little bit more, but I'm not going to pause it and wait. I'll just climb up here and zoom you in so that you can see from up here a little bit closer, and then I'll take you down for a close-up. So what do you think? Look at that blue center. It's really bright, isn't it, against that black? You can't really see from up here the black that's just, the blue that's just sitting on the left-hand side of that, inside the black. I'll take you down and see if I can show you, but you can see the, yeah, the different colors. So pretty. Oh, there we go. I like having that light on when I'm pouring, but then when I'm trying to photograph, I don't like it on. So the cells here, they've kind of all clumping together, as you can see, and that is because I think my blues are thinner. In my other brands of paint, the blue's always thinner, so I guess that's something to take on board, that not each paint colour is going to be the same. The reds were much thicker, and that's why my cells have stayed more separate when I did the red. But look at that blue. And over there, that's that other bit of blue I was telling you about. I don't think you could have seen it from up there. It's a little bit there on the side. How pretty is that, hey? Wish I could take a photo. Can you take a photo while you're videoing? I don't know. I don't think so. Can you? Does anyone know? I don't think so. So there we've got some blue pearls and some silver pearls, and I think the silver and the pearl go really pretty. And then over here there's more of just the plain silver. Don't know that I can get the shine, pick up that shine. And then look at that there, beautiful. The different shades of blues with the silver there. And this is just awesome. Look at that. These little cells, pearls floating in the background there in the black. And there's that bit of a swirl with the blue. You can see it much better from here. How gorgeous does that look? Love these little pearls. I just love how they float around in the background. So pretty. And there's the other corner. Okay. Well, I really like that one. Thanks for watching again. Hope you guys are going to give this a go. I know it's really hard to find a Decoart, what are they called? Supreme Sheen at the moment. Extreme Sheen. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to find. Since I've been putting up all these videos, they've kind of sold out. So hopefully they'll come back in stock. Decoart, make some more for us, please. We all want to try it, don't we, guys? So if you can get your hands on some, give it a go. Put your paintings up on the Australian Acrylic Pouring Group. You don't by any means have to be Australian to join the group. Everyone can join. And please like and subscribe and share my videos. Sharing my videos really helps. So if you don't mind, just share. I'd really appreciate that. It all helps. Okay, thanks for watching. Love you all. And I will see you for the next one. Maybe I'll try some greens. All right. See you soon. Bye for now.